Hightower with an update on how waste management is impacting the town of Bluffton. Welcome to the Bluffton News. I'm Anneliza Itkor, and we have a lot to cover: business, entertainment, and of course the latest local news. But first, let's start with Bluffton's current headlines. If you receive a notice in the mail that states you should obtain a copy of your current property deed, the Beaufort County Register of Deeds office wants you to know that while it is a good idea to have a copy of your current deed, you do not have to pay $83 for it, as the letter states. While the letter appears to be legit, with a return address envelope addressed to a record transfer service in Washington, D.C., the Beaufort County Register of Deeds will send you a certified true copy of your deed for less than $5. If you would like a copy of your deed, simply call their office at 843-255-2555. Despite last year's computer hacking debacle, the number of South Carolinians filing their taxes online has not significantly declined. With only days left until the April 15th filing deadline, South Carolina has processed more than 1.5 million individual state income tax returns, with 83% filed electronically. According to agency spokeswoman Samantha Cheek, in recent years, 80% to 85% of taxpayers have filed electronically. Cheek said the lack of a drop-off in electronic filings indicates that the public feels the state has taken the steps necessary to prevent a repeat of what experts have called the nation's largest hacking of a state agency. The widening of 170 has swung into gear as the weather has finally begun to clear. In the weeks ahead, trees and shrubbery will continue to be cleared and the land will be flattened. The project was given an 18-month timeline and a $31 million budget. Completion of the project is anticipated in the early spring of 2014. The widening of the roadway will alleviate congestion coming from the Bluffton Parkway. When completed, the road could become an evacuation route because it will be an easier access to US 278 and SC 46 from the Parkway. The speed limit on SC 170 has been reduced to 45 miles per hour from Sergeant William Jasper Boulevard to the SC 46 traffic circle until the roadway widening is finished. The University of South Carolina Beaufort softball team went on the road and pulled off 2 comeback victories last week. The 17th ranked Sand Sharks swept Columbia College 5-2 and 11-4 in a non-conference doubleheader. The sweep avenged USCB's first loss of the season as the Sand Sharks split a doubleheader against the Fighting Koalas on March 4th in Hardeeville. The Sand Sharks next host Embry-Riddle for another doubleheader. And here's what's happening around the state. A 3-year-old girl has died after she was run over by an abandoned car. Greenville County Deputy Coroner Jeff Fowler says Jashay Dodd and another girl were playing Sunday afternoon in an unoccupied sedan that was parked at an apartment complex. The girls got out of the car when it slipped out of gear and began rolling backward. Jashay was knocked to the ground by an open car door, then run over. The girl died at the hospital. The Highway Patrol is investigating, but no charges have been filed. A South Carolina teenager is dead and 4 others are recovering after they were gunned down at a birthday party. According to Greenwood police, a 15-year-old died from a gunshot wound to the chest, while the other 4 suffered injuries that didn't appear life-threatening Saturday night. Police aren't identifying the teen or even saying whether the victim was a boy or a girl. A large crowd had gathered for the birthday party when several shots were fired by an unknown number of people. The shooting happened not far from the Greenwood Detention Center. Police have not said what prompted the shooting. Lexington County homicide investigators said Sunday they've charged a suspect with murder after discovering the body of a man who disappeared more than a month ago, buried in his backyard. Worth Edward Cook III, 26, of Leesville, is charged with murder, financial fraud, and other crimes. Cook was held Sunday at the Lexington County Jail while awaiting a bond hearing. The mother of David DeBlasi, 54, of Lexington, reported her son missing a month ago. Police determined Cook stabbed DeBlasi multiple times with a knife at Cook's home and then buried his body in the backyard. The motive for the DeBlasi's killing remains under investigation. Detectives also charged Richard Earl Barnes, 40, of West Columbia, with being an accessory after the fact to murder. Barnes is accused of selling parts of de Blasy's pickup to a scrap metal dealer and unsuccessfully trying to use de Blasy's credit card to buy a saw at a home improvement center. A Columbia police officer has been arrested and charged with driving under the influence. The South Carolina Highway Patrol says 34-year-old Officer Michael Watson was arrested early Sunday morning. Patrol spokesman Brent Kelly says city police officers found Watson sleeping at the wheel of his car at a traffic light in Columbia at about 2 a.m. Watson was off duty and was in his personal vehicle when he was arrested. Watson has been suspended without pay while authorities investigate his case. For more information on these headlines and more, please check out the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Coming up, Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun brings us the buzz in Bluffton as the Bluffton News brings you hot off the presses, and Shellie West-Hodges brings us the Bluffton Business Report.
Have you noticed all of the people, activity, construction, and new business on Buckwalter Parkway? Buckwalter Place is a 94-acre knowledge-based, mixed-use, new town development in Bluffton, South Carolina, and is the focus and nexus of a significant amount of economic, commercial, governmental, educational, entertainment, social, and cultural activity in southern Beaufort County. If you haven't already, visit Buckwalter Place and experience it for yourself. Buckwalter Place. Live well. Connected.
Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Joining me now is Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun. So Lynne, in our headlines, we mentioned briefly the widening of SC 170, but I understand you've got all the details. Tell us what's going on.
Well, there are just a few more details. This long-awaited highway widening project is well underway, and of course the first part of the project is to clear the path. So the 4.5-mile section of Highway 170 from SC 46 and US 278 will be widened to 4 lanes. A lot of trees are coming down out there. The next phase is to flatten the land to make room for the future 2 southbound lanes. And the finished project will be a divided roadway that should help alleviate some backups and bottlenecks resulting from increased use of Bluffton Parkway out to 170.
Now, what is the time frame and the cost for this phase?
Well, interesting, though the project was given a timeline of about 18 months, it might be completed by this time next year. And the cost will be about $31 million.
And the great news about this is I understand it's also going to provide an alternate route for hurricane evacuation.
Eventually, yes.
Very
eventually
cool.
It will go all the way out to I-95.
All right. Well, from traffic to trash, Beaufort is kicking off a litter campaign, I understand.
That's right. Beaufort County is joining the statewide Zero Tolerance for Litter campaign this month, kicking off with a media event on April the 16th. This month-long campaign is a collaboration between law enforcement and other state and local agencies to help build public awareness about the effects of littering. And throughout the month, the Sheriff's Office Environmental Crime Unit will be increasing their patrols and specifically looking for offenders who throw trash from their vehicles and for commercial vehicles with uncovered loads. Fines will be given to offenders starting at $200 and going up to more than $1,000. So don't throw your trash out the window.
That will get people's attention. Now, how can viewers get involved?
Well, there are several roadside cleanups that are going on throughout the month, throughout the county. They're organized by Keep Beaufort County Beautiful and others. And on a related note, the May River Cleanup will be held April 27th at the Oyster Factory Park from 9 a.m. to noon, and lots of volunteers are needed to clean trash out of the river.
That's right, and then stick around for Earth Day. It's going to be a great day that day.
That's right.
Now, have they determined, is throwing cigarette butts out your window considered littering?
I think it is.
Well, good. I hope they nail
them. We have those big billboards all up and down I-95 that says our state is not an ashtray. So.
Very good, very good. All right, now Bluffton Self-Help. I understand they need some food.
That's right. They're in desperate need of donated food to stock the shelves. As we know, they give out food weekly to our neighbors in need, and the agency relies on community donations and involvement to keep those shelves stocked. And typically we're all very generous during our big food-oriented holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but we just don't think about it during the spring and summer. So now the shelves are pretty much bare.
So what do we do to fix that?
We need to fill them up. First, the folks at Bluffton Self-Help suggest that we just fill an extra bag of groceries when we go shopping and take that bag over there. They have a wish list on their website of the kinds of foods that they like. And second, we might hold food drives in our churches and homes and our schools and businesses in which our customers or members can help us out. And third, they also request financial donations because they have a specially priced food service through the Lowcountry Food Bank.
All right. Well, those are all excellent suggestions. Lynn, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Shellie West-Hodges caught up with the new owner of the Island Playground in the Bridge Center.
Hi, it's another great day in Bluffton, South Carolina, and we are here at the Bridge Center where we have celebrated a grand reopening for the new Island Playground Center that is an indoor bouncy house center here in Bluffton and has new ownership under Paul Smith. They have a great facility. They have new bouncies. It is open and ready to go for kids from 2 to 13, and they are open through the weekend. They are accepting visitors as well as locals. We encourage you to come out. We wish them all the best of luck. And would also like to mention that the Bridge Center is a great place to do business and come for lunch, come for dinner. There are a lot of great businesses out here. The Bridge Center has a Hilton Head address, but is actually in Bluffton, South Carolina, and is before the Hilton Head Bridge. We have businesses like Los Jalapenos. We have Pinot Gelato Gourmet Cafe, which is a great place to get dessert as well as lunch. We also have Powerhouse Gym if anybody's looking to get in shape. They also entertain folks coming into the area for a visit. And also we have Marco Polo Imports, Plantation Deli, and right across the street at Moss Creek Village are a lot of other great businesses too. So we like for folks to know that even though you don't see them from the road, there are a lot of great businesses here and around Bluffton, and you just got to know where to look, and please come out and see these folks. And that's back to you.
When we return, valuable homeowners insurance advice and an update on what's happening with waste management in our area.
How's the air temp at your house? Hotter? Colder? Never fear, Season 7 at Covert Air is now underway. If your home is not in the comfort zone, we can be on the scene today. Clean a little coil, find a little leak. If it's over the hill, replace it. Summer's coming, have no worries. Sit back, relax, and stay cool. Covert Air to the rescue. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Joining us now is Daryl Ferguson. Now, Daryl, you are kind of the go-to guy when it comes to homeowners insurance. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, for 10 years, 1990 to year 2000, I was president of Citizens Utilities, which is a very large multi-utility United States. 5 years afterwards, I was chairman of the board of Europe's Hungarian telephone company. Lived in Beaufort for 12 years.
All right. So let's take a look at what everyone wants to know about our homeowners insurance rates. They're some of the highest in the nation along our coast. Why is that?
Two reasons. First of all, the Department of Insurance, the state's Department of Insurance, has not been regulating virtually at all for the last 8 years. Second of all, the state put on the books in 2004 a law that allows insurance companies to come in and get an almost automatic 7% increase. So a lot of 7%s come on, and the share of them, we're told, the biggest weight goes into the coastal areas.
Okay, now what causes the high insurance rate?
Well, high insurance you basically have an open door for insurance companies. Because they're not regulated, they come in, ask what they want to. And they make the case that our risk along the coast is high, but it's absolutely not. It's relatively low, and we know that from talking to National Hurricane Center. I spent 3 years just looking at the research on this thing. So the insurance industry is basically speaking on both sides of their mouth. On one side, they tell you and I through the press that the rates are high because of the coast, and it's just not so. But when you talk to their top management, they will pretty much confess that the rates are relatively low.
All right, well, there you go. We've got a relatively low risk factor in terms of hurricanes, and yet we have these crazy high rates. What can we do to lower those rates?
Well, a number of things. The first thing that really should be done is to put in a stronger commissioner of insurance, but Governor Haley decided to go to Georgia and get a recently retired insurance company lobbyist, so we're kind of hit there. I would say do everything you can personally to appeal to your legislators. Senator Tom Davis, both the Democrats and Republicans are planning to enter legislation to do as much as they can. We need activity right now with the legislators. We need to, every Democrat, every Republican, we need a message to them that this is unacceptable. And there's a lot we believe we can do.
Well, definitely a cause to take action. Thank you so much for enlightening us.
You're very welcome.
I am now pleased to welcome Russ Hightower, who is the Community and Municipal Relations Manager for Waste Management. Now, Russ, I understand we've got some money coming into Bluffton.
Yeah, we sure do. We're real excited. Just a couple of weeks ago, we announced the town of Bluffton was one of about a dozen recipients across the nation to receive a $4,000 grant. Specifically for the May River cleanup and other, environmental projects that the town has really taken pride in bringing to the community and making sure that places like the May River are clean and pristine. And we all live and work and play here in this community. We want to make sure that it stays that way. And so the town's done a really good job of that, and we're real pleased to announce that they're one of the recipients of that $4,000 grant.
Now, what does Waste Management hope to accomplish in awarding these grants?
Well, we really want to get the message out that, protecting the environment, recycling as much as you can, and just doing the right things when it comes to the environment are the important things of living in a community and being a part of the community. And so, when we see folks like the town of Bluffton go really above and beyond in hosting these types of events, it really encourages us. And, we just want to invest our money along with Keep America Beautiful in those communities that are really taking that to heart and really doing a good job of protecting the environment.
Now, recycling is a big buzzword these days, and I'm happy to say it has been for some time now. It's largely a part of all of our lives. How is this grant going to help to continue to advocate recycling in our community?
The grant is going to help the town really market the events like the May River cleanup and get more and more people involved. And the more people you get involved, young to old, the more people start asking questions with like-minded people that are there about recycling. So they really, it's an opportunity to educate these folks. It's an opportunity for the town to get out their message, and other folks that find the environment important in their lives. It's just an opportunity to learn more, and with those folks, you start picking their brains and you learn more and more about recycling and how important it is.
Well, along those lines, how can our viewers get involved in the cleanup events?
Well, you can go to the town's website. That's probably the easiest way, but the 27th of this month from 9 a.m. to, I believe, 1 p.m. Down at, down along the May River Oyster Factory area, the town will gather. They'll set out crews to collect things on the river, on the land, on the streets, and I just encourage anyone that wants to participate to go to the town's website, call the town, ask for more information. It's a fun, free day for everyone. There'll be refreshments and drinks and things like that out there. So it's just a great day for the community to come together for such an important project.
Well, Russ, I know you are a very busy man. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
After the break, Kim Viljac with her entertainment report on the Hampton Lake Market and our Bluffton News Pet of the Week.
Welcome to Brown Golf, where playing here has its rewards. Purchase a 20-round package of golf prior to May 1st, 2013 and receive a full day with yours truly. That's 18 holes of golf, 2-hour mini school, and lunch. To purchase that package, go to browngolfmanagement.com. That's browngolfmanagement.com. Now, let's go humble the golf course.
Always working hard to help us make the most of our recreation time, our entertainment reporter, Kim Viljac, has an up-close look at the Hampton Lake Market Day.
I'm Kim Viljac, and we're out here at the beautiful Hampton Lake. And today I have with me Catherine and Chris, and we have our first market day. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I'm Director of Fun, and Chris is our member director, and we're organizing the event. Just a lot of activities going on, and we just thought it'd be a great day for our community and also extend it to the local community to come out and visit us.
And there are a lot of things that are open to the public. Of course, the market day that's here every first Saturday of the month, and then we have the restaurant and also some spa services. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Our spa is also open to the public if you just call and set up an appointment. We have massages, facials, pedicures.
There's so much to do out here, and it looks like a wonderful place to live. You have open houses regularly, is that right?
Yes, generally every weekend. We do larger ones, like this weekend is coupled with our market day. So we hope people do take a look around, visit our amenity village, go check out our model homes. It's such a beautiful place, and I'm so fortunate to work here. You don't really realize what's here unless you do come on back.
There is so much to do out here, and not only is the water beautiful, there's fishing, this great market day, but the restaurant. Tell us more about the restaurant.
Okay. Sure. They make delicious hors d'oeuvres and food, and we also have events here, so if anybody wants to have a private event, we also have our lake house. We do a Sunday brunch. It's always fresh. We use local ingredients and keep it fresh.
We're here with Jay. Jay's a resident here at Hampton Lake and a vendor at the market day. Jay, tell us about your beautiful jewelry.
Well, I design one-of-a-kind pieces, and when people wear them, I consider them little pieces of art. We've lived here in Hampton Lake for almost 5 years, and this is the first market day we've had, and it seems like a really good crowd, and it's a nice way to get people in to see how nice it is here at Hampton Lake. I mean, we've got beautiful facilities and a beautiful lake, and we enjoy it.
Hi, I'm out here with Lori, and Lori has some beautiful bags out here at Market Day at Hampton Lake. Lori, tell us a little bit about your product.
It's called 31 Gifts. We sell purses and tote bags, something that a person can actually use for functionality, and also everything can be monogrammed. Today I'm selling them all here at the market for my cost. You can take them to the beach, use them as tote bags for your house or your car, and they make excellent gifts.
Well, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, thank you.
Back to you.
Thanks for joining me for the news program. That is all Bluffton all the time. I'm Anneliza Itkor for the Bluffton News. We'll see you next time.